get in this phenomenally high grade. Like I said, it matches that 21st century set that we have. Of course, it'll still fit in that red oak presentation box that we send you as well. Great opportunity for you to back collect for your American Silver Eagle program.
Well, thank you so much for your orders and your phone calls on this one. I do want to invite you, and I'm going to invite you, Mike.
Okay.
I have a show called Good Eating with Marlo.
Oh, nice.
I know it.
I like to eat, you know that.
Well, I do. And so this show is every Monday at 5 p.m. and it's all about food and good times.
Well, here's the funny thing people don't realize. You know, I'm on here all the I watch HSN all the time. Okay, I already bought the Bose headphones today for my wife in pink. You know what I'm saying, and all those things. So you know, I'm not only on HSN, but I'm a huge customer as well.
I love that. And
we'll tune in.
If you're ever in the building, come by and eat with us. And for those of you at home who haven't watched the show, it's a lot of fun, and it's every Monday at 5 p.m. And it's not about appliances, it's about food. It's all about delicious foods. This Monday, we've got baby back ribs getting you all set up for Labor Day weekend. So tune in. It's gonna be fun. We wanna thank you so much. Tonight at HSN, we're talking coins this hour, and it's so great to have you here. We've had a fun show so far, an exciting show. We've got a lot planned for you this hour, so let's dive in as we're at the top of the hour. My name is Marlo. This is Mike Mezak. Mike is a resident numismatist. What does that mean? He is a coin expert, and Mike has been at HSN for over 2 decades, and certainly we are thrilled to have him here as our expert as we dive into a great value for you. And many of you are coin collectors, or many of you perhaps don't even know that you're a coin collector, right?
Most people don't. 76% of Americans consider themselves coin collectors.
Oh, I love that number.
76. I challenge you to find 76% of Americans that agree on anything other than life, liberty, happiness, and coin collecting at 76% or higher.
I know that coin collectors, statistically, their economic income is at a higher level, which I thought was so fascinating.
Well, they understand value.
They understand the value.
They understand value. They understand things that are gold and other things,
silver.
Things that are silver. So as you look at this right here, these Kennedy half dollars, what this represents for me is a huge, incredible, massive problem, is this particular set. Because these are the last of the silver Kennedys. The United States government stopped making Kennedys half dollars out of silver in 1970, was the very last silver Kennedy half dollar. Because back then, silver was basically $1 an ounce. By 1970, it was $1.25 or something like that. Well, silver's a lot more than $1.25 an ounce right now. As a matter of fact, silver, relatively recently, has been $50 an ounce. When it was $50 an ounce, I sold these for, I think, $3.49 or $3.99 for these same 20 uncirculated silver Kennedy half dollars. It wasn't that long ago that they were $169, and then about 6 or 7 months ago, silver dropped. And when silver dropped, I went out and found every single solitary one of these that I could find in the marketplace, and we bought probably about 150,000 coins. And we put them away at silver 40% ago, because we were getting ready for this feature price. So when we do these particular things, we didn't decide on this yesterday. Okay, we decided on doing this 8 weeks ago or 10 weeks ago. And so now it comes into the show. Well, here's the problem. Silver has gone up so substantially in the marketplace today that there's no possible way I can sell you 20 silver Kennedy half dollars for $6 a piece. As a matter of fact, not only I go back to currently where it is, back to the $169.95, I'm probably going up to $199, but I will honor the pricing for the quantities that we have left. Now remember, I bought a whole lot of these, but we've literally sold tens and tens and tens of thousands of these. Listen to these silver coins. Now, I bought these as silver, and we're selling them to you in essence as silver coins. Here's the really cool part about this. Is when I got these coins, the people that I bought them from, I asked them if it was at all possible if you could go ahead and give me those coins in brilliant uncirculated condition, and they all agreed to do that. So not only do I'm going to give you 20 silver Kennedy half dollars at $6 a piece, but I'm going to give them to you in brilliant uncirculated condition. And if I go to the nationally advertised catalog, people always ask me, I go, these guys have been around forever. When I was a paper boy buying silver dollars and stuff in, 1972, I was buying out of this catalog. That's how long they've been around. They sell you these same exact coins in the collector brilliant uncirculated condition that you're gonna have. We see 65, 66, 67, 68, 69s in here. The absolute lowest price they have is $19.50 a coin, and they go up between $19.50 and $21.75 per coin. So we're going to average that at $20 a coin. So the numismatic value of this is basically $400. So at $169.95, it's pretty spectacular. At the feature price of $119.95, it is truly an exceptional value because these coins are all not only going to be silver Kennedy half dollars, they're also going to be brilliant uncirculated. Now the problem with this is the quantity that I have left. And I think I have a decent quantity, but understand silver went up, I think Friday, what was it, 50 cents an ounce. I mean, silver's up 3-4%. I mean, this is silver has been inexorably marching higher for several months. Gold was up 30 bucks an ounce on Friday. And so now is the time to get these because I can tell you this is not a price that is going to go down. And as a feature price, we're going to get back to this $169.95 price point before you know it. And as a matter of fact, if silver keeps this march going, then it's going to be $169, $199, $229, $249. Now I do this, right? And why do I do this? Because silver coins sound different.
Yeah.
It sounds like a bell. That's why there's silver in bells, because I mean, it has that ring to it, and as opposed to the tinniness that we see in coins today. You can see in a coin today, if you have a stack of coins, there's a little copper lines in there. And even the silver part of it isn't silver, it's manganese. It's manganese and brass around a copper core is what it ultimately comes down to. These coins, like I said, that is the sound of silver. Now, if you notice, I've been smacking these coins around pretty good. None of these will go out, obviously. This is our studio sample version because of this. These now are no longer actually uncirculated coins. I know they look pretty good, but they're no longer actually uncirculated. So what you do is you have the opportunity to buy silver Kennedy half dollars, in essence, at the old silver price. And what I have is the opportunity to sell them to you, but only for the quantity that I have remaining, because if I'm to go into the marketplace today, I'm going to pay about 30% more. I'm going to pay at least 30% more than I paid for these coins. And if I do that, then our price has to go up 30% as well. So add another $35 or $40 for this, and now you're $159, $169, $179 all day long. So that's why this is an incredible opportunity for you. Now remember, you're going to get 20 coins at $119. The numismatic value of 20 coins, remember, is $20 a coin if purchased individually in a nationally advertised catalog. They're going to come to you in this roll. Check this out. You get 20 silver Kennedy half dollars in brilliant uncirculated condition for $6 a coin, not $20 a coin. Basically, you're buying them for the silver price, and you're going to get the numismatic value of that, in essence, at no additional cost or charge at this point, but only for the quantities that I have available. I know the clock is up, but we have so many people on the phone says, yeah, I want cheap silver. We're going to give you an extra half a minute or so.
And you're absolutely wise to do so. Definitely come on in. We're busy on our phone lines, but certainly it's easy to place your orders online at hsn.com. Call our toll-free 800 number. And of course, you can always shop by downloading our free app to any of your smart devices. Keep in mind, this is available on FlexPay. What does that mean? You don't even have to pay the full feature price of $119.95.
Silver on FlexPay? Nobody's ever done that before.
$40 to get this at home, plus shipping, handling, and tax, and we ship it to you right away, and we always give you 30 days. Congratulations to you if you've ordered the last of the silver Kennedys, but still to come with Flex. It's going to be our first release as Ultra Cameo.
So this is the 2019 S. Now this isn't Bridge Core or anything else. It's not early release, it's what's called first release. This is a little more common label to that. I got this before, once again, these sold out from the United States Mint. You know, I got these well before they sold out from the United States Mint. I have only 4, I've never sold these before. I have, I think, 400 of these to go around. This still fits into that same, I think it's gonna be the rarest regular issue proof Silver Eagle that the United States government, or Silver Eagle period. But at literally because it's a little more common label. I paid a little less to certify it. I bought it early, $30 less than I've ever sold this coin for before, but it is one time only, one quantity only opportunity for that at $169.95.
All right, so look for that if you want to go ahead and pre-order that before the full presentation. We always welcome you to do that. Let's take a look at what we have here.
I've been talking about the American Innovation Dollars.
Yes.
We've done the certified versions. We've done that. I have the certified version of this at $139.95 or $179.95. But there's some people that just want the coins. And that's what we're going to do. I'm going to pull this right out front here because I have the Philadelphia Mint, I have the Denver Mint, I have the proof coin, and I have the reverse proof coin. And you're going to see San Francisco from reverse proof, Philadelphia, Denver, and then San Francisco proof. There are the reverses of the coin.
Beautiful.
You can see the mint coin. That is going to be the proof coin and the reverse proof coin. I love on the reverse proof coin how they reverse proof and proof the edge of the coin, the rim of the coin, which they've never done before. You get all 4 coins for $49.95 in the custom presentation lens. Understand, the proof coins are not in the proof sets. The reverse proof coin is sold individually. You could, right now, I've seen people pay for just the reverse proof coin $49.95 uncertified and ungraded, let alone add in the proof coin. Then you have to get the Philadelphia and Denver Mint. None of the P's and D's released into circulation. Only available from the United States Mint in bags or rolls, not available individually. So if you just want one of each coin, it's $49.95.
Really nice.
Now so here's what happens. Of course it's auto ship. You get every single solitary one of the Innovation Dollars for only $49.95. Proof, reverse proof, and here's what happens. You're going to get the presentation box with the Delaware coin, and it will hold your entire collection. And once you fill these up, there's 4 per year, so there's 1 year, 2 years, there's about 3 years in here. You get a new box once you fill this one up until you have a complete collection of every Philadelphia Mint, Denver Mint, San Francisco Mint, proof and reverse proof done in the entire Innovation Dollar series. All of them are going to come. It also comes with an exterior wrap, comes with a card right here that explains the Statue of Liberty, everything about the American Innovation Dollar series. Here's the key to this, to me. The United States government has never before released, this set's unique in so many ways. They've never before released an inaugural coin. So in other words, this is the 2018 version. The reverse proof coin wasn't even released until the middle of 2019. So this is the inaugural coin. So you can't have the whole set without the inaugural coin. There will be many, many, many people that will try to sell you the set and start with Delaware. They will overlook this coin because they do not have the reverse proof coin, which is sold out from the United States Mint. They don't have the proof coin, which is going to be sold out from the United States Mint. It's not in the proof sets. This is the rarest regular issue United States coin series in a century. It's rarer than American Silver Eagles. It's rarer than Kennedy half dollars. It's rarer than Franklin half dollars. It's rarer than Walking Liberty half dollars. It's rarer than quarters or dimes or half dollars or dollars. It's rarer than basically every single solitary modern issue coin ever put out by the United States government because of that reverse proof coin. They only did 75,000 of those. And so you can get in right now at only $49.95. That's for the 4 coin set in the custom lens that's available exclusively from me. I'm the only one that can sell this set that you see right here at only $49.95 with the reverse proof part of this as well. Now here's the thing with the auto ship. You're going to get the Delaware coin when it comes out. Philadelphia Mint, Denver Mint, proof and reverse proof. And for 2019, neither the Delaware, Pennsylvania, New Jersey, or Georgia coin, none of those are going to be able to have, they're not going to be in the proof sets. The reverse proofs come out individually. They're not going to be available in circulation. The only way to get them is directly from the United States Mint, and it's going to cost you significantly more than $49.95. Because you have to buy 2 rolls of these. That's going to cost you $75 to get one example of each one of those, or one example of each one of these. Then the reverse proof coin in the marketplace now, that's $30 to $50. You're going to get the proof coin, that's like $8 to $15 that you're going to get for the reverse proof coin. With one phone call, you can get them all.
And I want to explain the auto ship a little bit more, because if you're a new customer and if you've never purchased anything from auto ship, it simply means that you're going to get subsequent coins. You can cancel at any time. You can totally customize your shipment. The beauty is that you're guaranteed to get these coins if you want them, and there are no penalties for canceling. And so it's a wonderful opportunity for those of you who want the value and the high collectability of having the entire collection and all the coins to be able to get this at home.
One call.
Yeah.
One call gets them all.
Yeah.
Instead of hunting and pecking and looking and doing and spending $800 in gas walking around, with one phone call right now, you can get the entire complete Innovation Dollar series with literally, like I said, one single solitary phone call. Stay as long as you like.
Yep.
Cancel anytime. Skip shipments. Return them within the return privilege. Your price can never go up. Your delivery is guaranteed as long as you choose to stay in the program. Look, here's the thing. The opportunity is yours. The obligation is ours. We have to keep sending these to you for as long as you choose. You are the decider when it comes to this. You decide how long and how many that you get of each and every one of these and how long you stay.
And if you're ordering them on FlexPay, I believe that you're going to continue to have that opportunity for the FlexPay going forward, which is also, I think, very exciting for you. On that note, we're going to leave these available for you. Congratulations to those of you that were able to choose this one. But we have more. Let's remind you of the last of the Silver Kennedys. Very popular in tonight's show. Congratulations to you if you ordered that tonight. Those $50 rolls are still available for you. Don't forget about the feature price and the limited time that we're going to be able to offer them to you at that price of $119.95. Our HSN price is $169. So grab it while you can. It's $40 on any major credit card or PayPal. All right. Yes, this is the one that we gave a little bit of a preview of, and I certainly am asking you to come a little closer to your television screen because you want to hear about this new coin. You said at the very beginning that you had a total quantity of approximately about 400 coins.
I think it's 400. I can get the actual
over
quantity.
400? Okay.
Well, we have a little over 400, I believe. This is a one and done. I've never aired this before. We had the Annex first day of issue, which was $199. I had the Bridge Core, was $199. Like I said, this is a little more common label in essence, but still, first release, Proof 70 that you're going to have, NGC, it's $169 because we know we planned on this for this specific opportunity, for this particular price that you're going to have here for the San Francisco Mint 2019 American Silver Eagle. So, like I said, we started with 500. I assumed we'd sold some already, so the quantity is the quantity. It's not a quantity I can add to. It's not a quantity I can do anything else with. This is what I have available. I have a special kind of a mahogany maroon box. Isn't that spectacular with the kind of with the puff top that you have right here? I'm going to put this in here. Absolutely gorgeous presentation that we're going to have, and of course it comes with that as well, about a $20 value with that. So I want to talk about this coin just for a little bit. We sold the Bridge Core in the last hour, sold hundreds and hundreds and hundreds and hundreds and hundreds of them. If I sell that many of this is gone, and this is like gone forever. Because like I said, we have about 500 coins, I think, so 400 to 500 coins. So the United States government, 585, my mistake. Okay, 585 is our total universe. That's all we have, all we're ever going to have, particularly since the 2019 S-minted, the 2019 S-minted American Silver Eagle is currently unavailable from the United States Mint in basically uncertified basically uncertified conditions. Let me talk to you about this. The United States government, President Ronald Reagan signs the Liberty Coin Act into law in 1986. From 1986 until today, 2019, they've made mint state coins and proof American Silver Eagles for every single, basically every single one of those years, one or both have been made. Starting in 2006, they added what was called the burnished American Silver Eagle, a special uncirculated collector edition of the American Silver Eagle, and they started doing that as well. It is always popular Now this label that I have right here, like I said, this first release that we're going to have right here, this is once again at $169. That's my regular issue price. Just like early release is $199 and first day of issue is $199, our first release is $169. This is my regular issue price. Now here's what's happened. One of the things that I do is we track every single solitary one of the new issues by the United States Mint, and I track that, how many are sold. Every week the United States Mint releases the sales figures for the year, or for the week. These coins are made to order. The United States government only makes as many of these as people buy. Well, what has happened is the United States Mint, I mean, this week they released 6 new things. They released, I don't know, 50 or 60. I mean, they have so many new issues. I mean, it's almost impossible to keep track of. And since the original Proof Silver Eagle for the year is the regular West Point Mint, like they've done for a quarter of a century, when they do this secondary mint in the Proof Silver Eagle, for only the second time in U.S. Mint history, folks, it's falling through the cracks is ultimately what it comes down to. It is just a coin that you're just not going to be able to, they're not going to buy a lot of. And the early sales figures bear that out. We've been tracking that. And when I first started selling this coin 2 weeks ago, I said, well, I'm looking at this coin. I think that this coin is going to end up being a true American rarity. I think this is going to end up, because there's so many other coins around it. The United States Mint has done so many things that this coin right here is going to fall through the cracks. This is going to be the sleeper of the year. And I believe that even more firmly now. Basically, I just have new information, like I said, that the United States Mint, this coin, uncertified and ungraded, is currently unavailable from the United States Mint. That's why my quantity on this is 100% firm. I can't get any more of the coins to have them certified, and even if I did, first release period has passed. So already, this is in essence a unique coin in that regard, and it's unique by quantity as well. I only have 560, and that's all I ever had. Understand, I started with 583. That was the entire quantity that I had in the entire, in my entire batch in essence. And I simply can't go out and get any more of these coins. They are simply unavailable because you can't buy the coins to certify them. First release period has passed. And so now, this is my regular issue price. And I know I sound a little excited. And it's not without cause. It's not without reason. I track American coins. That's what I do. It's like I said, it's my only skill. It's the only thing that I do all day long. Is I read about coins, I think about coins, I write about coins, all of those things. And when I saw this coin and I saw what was happening to this, and in terms of the rarity, I got really excited, and I remain excited, particularly because, like I said, it's currently unavailable from the U.S. Mint. So, based on the current sales figures, this would be by far and away, the rarest annual issue American Silver Eagle ever made by the United States government. Rarer than every Mint State coin, rarer than every other proof coin, and even rarer than all of the burnished American Silver Eagles made by the United States Mint in the entire history of the United States Mint. Yet, even though I believe that, even though the trajectory tells me that, and now that the United States Mint has this coin currently unavailable, uncertified, and ungraded, so you can't even get any more of these coins, I believe that even more firmly. I charge you no additional premium for that. In other words, this is my regular issue price. If this comes to bear, currently the mintage of this coin, and by that I mean the sales of this coin, is well under 100,000 coins. If you look at a coin like, for instance, the Pride of Two Nations coin, they made 110,000 in the enhanced reverse proof, absolutely unique coin, fantastic. We sold hundreds, if not thousands, at $369 a coin. Currently, this coin is rare. The 2011 25th anniversary American Silver Eagle in this proof condition, or actually reverse proof 70, I sell for $1,200 to $1,400. Currently, this coin is going to be rarer, currently is rarer than that coin at $169.95. If you look at those Mint State, the 1995 and 1997 Mint State American Silver Eagles, those were $900 a coin. This coin is 40 times rarer than that coin as it currently stands. Now, people are saying, well, it's currently unavailable from the United States Mint. My contention is they may not make any more of these coins. This may be it. I mean, they just released the reverse proof American Silver Eagle, the 2018, 2 weeks ago. Not like they're not behind. They still have to do the 4 innovation dollars this year, and they have to do it in mint state, they have to do it in proof, they have to do it in reverse proof. They have another special American Silver Eagle that's going to be coming out. They've got the new Palladium Eagle that's coming out. They have got all kinds they released 6 new products this week, folks. The American Liberty, the Silver Liberty, the Gold Liberty, the James Madison Silver Dollar, the Ornament, the Christmas set. I mean, they just have their hands full. Who knows if they will get back to be able to do this coin, and if this coin ends up where it currently is in mintage, $169.95 could well be one of the great purchases you've ever made in your numismatic life, because this is a coin that I think instantaneously almost doubles, okay, and it could triple, quadruple, quintuple. No, I don't know that. Once again, that is to some degree speculative on my part. However speculative that is on my part, I'm not charging you anything extra for that, okay? I'm giving you all that information and all this excitement and all this opportunity, and you pay literally no extra for this. If this was just the most common proof American Silver Eagle that has ever been done in the history of the United States Mint, I would still be $169.
Absolutely.
That's the thing. That's
right.
the issue price.
I get it.
That's my issue price. This is the very first time that I have offered this coin, and this is the only quantity I'll have on this coin.
So here's what you need to know, because it is the only quantity that we will ever have on this coin. If you want it as part of your collection, reserve it by ordering it now. You want it as part of your collection. We're offering it to you on FlexPay, so it's less than $45 on a credit card or with PayPal. We give you 30 days, but you will not have another opportunity to be able to get this coin. And the other coin that you'll see in just a moment,
and let me backtrack a little bit. When I say you'll never ever see this coin again,
at this price.
At this price, right? Precisely.
Thank you for helping me with that.
I go out. Yeah, well, I was doing the same thing, and then I realized, okay, I go out and buy 19 S's sold out from the mint. I pay double or triple, and so I may have these at $269, $299, $349, $399.
Thank you for helping me with that.
And then when it becomes the rarest, if it actually holds true that this is the rarest annual issue American Silver Eagle, I mean, this coin could get crazy. I mean, this coin could get absolutely, positively crazy. And I think, that is, I don't know what the United States Mint's going to do, but I know they have been back ordered or sold out, unavailable on this coin.
Only 4 months left in the year.
For weeks and weeks and weeks. Now, I didn't realize it because we bought our coins early. And then I was talking to a friend of mine, and he was like, yeah, that coin's gone. And I'm going, what do you mean it's gone? He goes, yeah, you can't get 19 S's. And I go, I just assumed, it's a regular issue United States coin, an annual issue Eagle, but they their focus is elsewhere. So, well, their focus is elsewhere. You need to pay attention here, okay?
Yes, absolutely.
You need to pay attention here. So you get the proof Eagle. You get it certified perfect. And for those of you that are just now tuning in, understand it's not just that it's the 19S, but the fact that it's certified absolutely perfect.
Yes, that's the big deal here. We do have a 2-minute clock on the screen. We're asking that you react to this by calling and going online to put your order in. We've got the FlexPay, which has been very exciting. We've got lots of FlexPay in the show tonight, quite frankly. But there's some coins that we've been highlighting that we're saying are coins that you want to buy. This is one of them. Take the moment to get it, reserve it, and make sure it's on its way to your house.
That's right, because you have to understand in coins, and here's the thing. So you get 19S. You get what I think is going to be the rarest annual issue American Silver, rarer than every mint state, every proof, every burnished annual Eagle made by the United States government, period. So you got that at our original issue price. But understand, you also have it certified perfect. Because in coin collecting, as in any collecting, the single most important determining factor of value is what? It's condition. The higher the grade, the more it's worth, period. The higher the grade, the more it's worth, period. And with this particular coin that you see right here, your opportunity on this is to get it in perfect condition. Because in coins, we get it on a 70-point scale, not a 100-point scale. So this coin is perfect. The Ultra Cameo is an additional designator of value. So what it means is, if you're familiar with cameo jewelry, where the device or the raised part, the design of the coin, pops off like it's a piece of a cameo ring. And so that's called ultra cameo. Not every coin is ultra cameo, and for sure not every coin is proof 70. So when I talk about rarity, I'm talking about all the coins made. Now we basically kind of make that rarity even rarer, if you will. We kind of condense it, if we will, by making it
that's
proof
a great
70.
Shot of it.
Oh, isn't that fantastic?
Yeah,
Look at that coin right there.
It's really beautiful.
It is stunning. It's beautiful. By the way, an ounce of pure silver. You're going to get the red oak presentation box. We are so busy in the phones right now. We're going to give you about an extra minute or so here. Check this out.
Ooh,
that's how that's going to. So not only do you get a coin that is spectacularly priced.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah. All of a sudden, we went from 585 to 385. And
don't miss it.
We're going to stay here we may stay here till this is just about gone, folks, is ultimately what it comes to.
On that note, though, you do want to make a move. Be sure to call and reserve yours and take action. Otherwise, you'll be disappointed that you didn't get it. Take advantage of the FlexPay. Remember, FlexPay is instant and it's free. You get
Nobody else is doing that.
You get it right away. What does it mean? We will ship this to you in the same amount of time, the same exact time as the person that pays the full amount.
Yeah,
but you don't have to.
And that's just the thing. So it's not layaway.
Yes.
I need to understand, because that's a thing in coins, layaway. Sure, I'll hold your gold coin till you pay me. I mean, you know.
No, you get it right away.
Yeah, I hope you missed the last payment. No, it doesn't work that way. So now one thing, and I want to do this, we're going to give you an extra minute or so here. We're so busy we couldn't take another call anyway, I don't think. Do not confuse this with the West Point minted Silver Eagle, because you're used to that, the proof Silver Eagle. That's what the government's done for over 25 years. They make them at the West Point Mint. It's released at the beginning of the year. We sold those out at $169 for the first release, NGCs, just like this. Sold thousands of those coins. A great coin. But the United States Mint, for only the second time in their history, did a supplemental mint. So they did a West Point mint, and then just a couple of weeks ago, struck some of the proof coins at the San Francisco Mint and put the San Francisco Mint mark on it. And then what they did, because it's just, what's happened is they're doing so many other things that people just weren't paying attention, and they make this to order. And so they didn't make that many of them. They didn't think it was going to be that popular. It was tracking, the first week of sales was tracking well less than the 2018, which was the rarest proof Silver Eagle. That's why I said, I think this is going to be the rarest, because it was tracking on a weekly basis far less than the one that was the rarest annual issue American Silver Eagle. And all of a sudden now it's sold out, now, or unavailable from the United States Mint. Now they're doing 6 other new things this week, and 3 next week, and 5 the next week, and you still have all the reverse proof coins. You've got 25 or 30 new releases for the rest of the year right here. Are they going to get back to this? Will they? Won't they? I have no idea. What I know is I have this coin now, and I have it before the sold out or unavailable price from the United States Mint. So the key to this is you need to take advantage now. Now, I'm giving you all this information about rarity, collectability, desirability, the fact that the rarity on this could be unprecedented in modern American Silver Eagles. But remember, I charge you no extra. As it is speculation, speculation's worth 0 in essence.
Exactly.
Okay, I'm a hard number guy, and so if I'm telling you, hey, this is my 30 years of experience, tell you this, that's just my experience. You get that at no additional cost or charge. Now, once this does come to bear, and this is the mintage, and it becomes the rarest, then that becomes something that we're going to charge extra for. And this is going to be $199 or $269 or $299, and if it follows the trajectory of some other coins that we've seen out there, the 2011 reverse proof, that went from, I think, originally we charged about $149. Today I'm about $1,500 on that coin. So I mean, that's what starts happening when the secondary market takes over. Well, this original issue pricing, original quantity, red oak presentation box, already graded, already perfect, in hand. You don't know, wait, are you going to get it or aren't you going to get it? You're going to send it in and get it certified. That's going to cost you between $60 and $80 to get a coin certified. You might not get a 70. You might not get an ultra cameo. I think it's crucial if we can get a left counter on this, because that is a hard quantity, what we call a hard out, if you will, on this right now, that's all you're going to be able to do. With everybody on the phone, I suspect this is perilously close to sell out.
Did you say about 100 remaining? Okay.
So this is going to sell out.
Yeah, so if you'd like to have it, You still have a chance, although the quantities have dwindled significantly. You're looking at $42.49 plus shipping, handling, and tax. It is so important that you shop and place your order to get this at home if you want it and you want this coin. We are into about an hour and a half in the show, and it's been one of the most exciting coins that we've talked about in the show tonight. So if you stay on the phone lines for it, 683-944 is the item number, 683-944.
I have
will
like
keep you
5
posted.
dozen of those left. Those are
Yeah.
almost 100% gonna sell out. Okay, now this is the showstopper. I had a bigger quantity, twice as many of these. I have a few hundred remaining. Now this is our exclusive label. We have to pay more for that. It costs more to do the custom label and the custom core with this. That's why it's $190. Same coin. It's early release instead of first release, which is an even rarer designation. The bridge core that's exclusive to us, that's of course more money and a higher designation, so it costs us more. Still the 2019 S on this. Still the same coin that's going to be the rarest of all the coins. Same
Perfect
thing.
condition.
The quantity I have is all that I had. I started the day with almost 1,000 of the showstoppers, or a little over 1,000 of the showstoppers. I believe we are down to about 400 coins
That is correct.
remaining. 400 coins remaining that we can do at the $199. Now, even this coin, if I go into the marketplace to try to find S-Mint 2019 S-Mint Proof Eagles, I got to pay tremendous premiums. I talked to a guy today. I said, do you have any 19Ss? He says, yeah, I sure do. Original government? Oh, absolutely. How much for me? He goes, you know, about a 60% premium to issue price. Alrighty then. So this is all I have. Because if I do that, then our price has to go up 60%.
Sure.
So now all of a sudden, this is a $329 coin instead of a $199 coin. So fantastic opportunity.
So here's what I want to say to all of you regarding this coin. Obviously, on hsn.com, you can shop 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. What does that mean? There is a possibility, I can't predict, but there is a possibility that on television, you may not see this coin again because so few of them remain. If you want it, place your order so that you don't miss it, but don't move a muscle. Come back, we've got more right after this. Well, we want to thank you so very much for being here at HSN. What an exciting night. We've been featuring for you coins, and we host for you coin shows here. We've actually been doing it for over 20 plus years. My name is Marlo, I'm your host. This is Mike Mezak. Mike Mezak happens to be a numismatist. He's a coin expert. And we've got a very exciting coin that we want to showcase for you. I want you to take a look at it first.
Well, I want to tell you what Marlo said. She's standing in front of it, okay, staring at the coin going, why don't I have this?
I did say that. I did say that.
As we're just coming out of the break, she goes, why don't I have this coin? Because when the first American Liberty came out, the $100 Liberty, Marlo has that coin.
I do.
That's the one that made you a coin collector.
Absolutely.
This is the newest iteration of what they call the American Liberty. So we have the American Eagle. So that's the St. Gaudens with the eagle on the back. The United States christened a brand new series of American coins called the Liberty. And if you'll notice, the thing that kind of sets this apart in a lot of ways is look at the denomination. It is $100. It is the only $100 coin ever made by the United States government. Understand, it is made in pure 24 karat gold, 1 ounce of pure 24 karat gold. By the way, gold up almost, what, 30 bucks an ounce on Friday, so the gold in this went up 30 bucks. Look at the eagle. I collect coins by eagles. That's as bold an American eagle has ever appeared on a United States government issued coin in my opinion.
Look at the detail on
Well,
that.
I want you to turn it sideways. This coin is done in high relief, so it's almost a little concave. That eagle, as you see there, it literally has relief. It is not just like barely above the coin. As you can see, it look at that, just jumps off the coin. And then this right here, the design on the obverse of this coin that you have right here is truly a work of art. Look at that coin that you have right there. It is reminiscent of the Augustus St. Gaudens design on the $10 gold Indian, which is probably my favorite coin ever made by the United States government, last made in 1933. It is just a stunning coin. So they go back to almost this Art Deco look at this. And if you look at that, you'll notice there's 13 rays for the 13 original colonies coming out of her headdress or being part of her headdress right there, done in 1 ounce of pure gold in a limited edition. Now, in our first day of issue high relief, I've only got 54 of these coins in absolutely perfect condition. They did this in silver and they did a medal in gold. It wasn't a coin. So the only way to get a Liberty coin is in the gold. They did a Liberty medal, which I'll have in my next show, and they did it in 2.5 ounces of silver. Never done anything like that before. So like I'm saying, so when you wonder when I talk about the 19S of the government, are they going to get back to that or not? I don't know. They're doing a lot of other really cool stuff. Now, here's the thing. I think this is the way, and this is done in enhanced uncirculated as well. So it's an EU coin in high relief, the first enhanced uncirculated high relief coin ever done by the United States government. Limited edition of only 50,000. It's going to sell out. It's tremendously popular. And we have our first day of issue, which is 100% exclusive to us. And you're going, what is that? There's a little nick in the coin. No, that is the camera lights from about 25 feet away being reflected in the coin is ultimately what that comes down to. That coin is gorgeous, made at the West Point Mint. You can see the West Point Mint mark there. Look at this stunning relief in pure gold. Because of the concave nature of it, I can usually get a flash of the mirror finish, but it just concentrates the image of that everywhere in the coin. I think it is absolutely stunningly beautiful, and I think this is the new wave of American coinage, is what you're going to see. Like I said, the United States American Silver Eagle is due for a redo. I think they said 2021, they're going to redo the American Silver Eagle. So the American Silver Eagle next year is the last year of this design.
Oh, wow.
I suspect the design in 2021 could look something similar to this, very similar to this. Not this coin necessarily, but I mean something. I mean, we're doing this with this incredible Art Deco, really, really, really stylized American Liberty. I mean, that's poignant and bold, and I think that is the series that we're going to. I'm going to flip this over right now, and I want to show you that reverse. I collect American coins based on the eagles. I love the transition of the American eagle from 1792 until today. Now you got this, 1792 you had kind of this scrawny looking chicken eagle, and now you've got this. I mean, this is truly spectacular. This eagle jumping off the coin in this incredibly.
It's like art. It's so beautiful.
It's so beautiful. It's so absolutely fantastic. So stylized and so stunningly gorgeous. It's just a coin that is 100% must be in your collection. 100% exclusive to us. Only 54 of those. Only 54 of those for worldwide distribution.
Well, don't miss it. It's item number 684794. If you'd love to own it, it's our American Liberty 24 karat gold coin. Only 130 of you will be able to place your orders on our first release, this Ultra Cameo Silver Eagle. That is all we have. And remember the story on this one. This coin may come back, but not at this price. So if you want in, about 130 of you will be, that's all that's remaining. Take advantage of that flex pay. It's $42.49 plus shipping, handling, and tax. Thank you so much for your phone calls there. We are getting ready for our big wall of coins.
Wall of coins.
And what is a wall of coins?
Well, it's a whole bunch of coins on a wall.
And I like that you've said in the past, when you get to shop for these wall of coins, you get to shop like a coin dealer,
That's
right?
You're buying coins like a coin dealer. If we could, and I don't know where I've misplaced it someplace. My coin catalog is around here someplace. I have the printout here, but I would like to look at the actual catalog, the magazine, and we'll get that here in a second. So the United States government has made, since its inception, has made what are called proof coins. And a proof is like an artist's proof, in essence. They strike a coin originally just to see what it looks like, you know what I'm saying? Then we give it out as to all kinds of dignitaries or whatever, and did that. It turns out that they're so fantastically desirable that the United States Mint started making proof sets in 1936, where they make all the coins together and put them out. Well, 1936 proof set, I think, runs about $10,000 or so today. And they've made them pretty much continuously since 1936. There was a little break there during World War II where they didn't make some of the coins that are in there. And so they've made proof sets until today. The American proof set, the United States government proof set, is one of the single most popular sets made by and sold by the United States Mint every single solitary year. They're coins that are made expressly and exclusively for collectors. None of them are ever released into circulation, and they're only available in these original government issue sets. If you want, I think, this year's proof set from the United States government, it's going to cost you, with shipping and handling, I think about $40 or $45, something like that. If you want last year's, they're probably $50. The 2012s are like $300. The 2011s are like $150 or $200. What I'm going to do is I'm going to give you the United States government issue proof sets from 1960 through 1999. Oh, I'm sorry, it used to be 99, through 2009. I'm going to go ahead and give you the last 10 years too, for less than $20 a set. As a matter of fact, I've been selling this, like I said, I've been here nearly 20 years now. I've sold a variation of this set for all of those 20 years. There's 50 years of proof sets as it sits. I've been selling since 2009, so for 10 years I've been selling this. I have never sold it at $979.95. Like I said, it's regularly $1,299. So we're over a $300 discount, less than $20 per set. So less than half the price that you can buy the current American set for. Now, that is, and you mentioned buying like a coin dealer, and people are like, what do you mean by that? And I just had my catalog, and I grabbed it, and I mean, there's so many coins in here. Here's the spreadsheet. Now, the last time I sold this, the new catalog came out, the retail value is up almost $200 coin by coin. Since I sold this last, my price went down, their price went up $200. And I'm gonna do this on a coin by coin basis. So, like I said, you're paying about $20 a set, less than $20 a set, and in essence, about $3 a coin. I think you have it there. There's about 300 coins in this set. It's probably on your card there.
331.
331. So basically, less than $3 a coin. So it's less than $3 a coin. Now I'm going to walk over there by Marlowe. Because remember, you're paying less than $20 a set. And this is what I mean by buying like a coin dealer. Because coin dealers sell coins individually. So what you do is you take a United States government issue proof set. Now here, this is the 2009 proof set. You're paying $20 for this. This is the set. You're not paying $20 a lens, you pay $20 a set. That's the complete set. So if we look at the 2009 set, and I'm going to go ahead and do this. So if I look at the Lincoln cents in here, so remember, you're paying $20 for the set. I'm going to do this so it makes this really easy for you. These coins sold individually because these are special. This was the 100th anniversary of the Lincoln cent. These coins were done in copper for the first time in 20 years and were only available in this set. They sell for $14 each. Okay? So that is $56 for that. Remember, you're paying $20 for it. That's $56. I'm going to give that to you. Okay? Then let's go ahead and look at the presidential dollars that are in there. Okay, the presidential dollars that are going to be in this set. I'm looking at this across the board. They're $6.95 a piece, $7. Another $28. We're about $82 right now. Now we're going to do the quarters. Now this is the last year of the national, state quarters. These are the national parks quarters, all 6 of them in proof condition. And the quarters in this set are also $6.95 a piece times 6, another $42 that we're going to have right there. So now we're almost $150, and then we get to the meat of the program here. The $half here is going to be within that $7.50, the Sacagawea Golden Dollar in there is $13.95. The $13.95. So what we're looking at when we put all of these together, if I can have this back, we're looking at basically $200. We're basically looking at $200 for the 2009 set. So I'm going to put that back, and you're going to get that $200 set for 20 bucks. Okay, you're gonna get that for $20. So now you understand, okay, I'm buying this like a coin dealer, because a coin dealer buy that for $20 and sell it for $200 on a coin by coin basis. I wanna go back and do one more here, and then I wanna start talking about the set as a whole. The 2008. The 2008 is kind of fascinating, as a matter of fact. So first off, you have the presidential dollars. Those are $10.50 a piece now in this. So that's 42 bucks right there. Okay, the quarters in there, the quarters in here, ready? Oop, I want to flip them over. Because these are the rarest of the state quarters. $18.50, $18.50, $18.50, $18.50, and $25. So you're $100 for that. So you're $150 right there. Now let's go ahead and look at this. The pennies, $17.50. The nickel and dimes are $8 a piece. The Kennedy $half is $45 for this coin right here, and the Sacagawea Golden Dollar is $18.50. You're the better part of almost $300 coin by coin. So the last 2 years are basically 500 bucks.
Yeah.
Now you get 50 years, the last 2 coin by coin, almost $500.
That's incredible.
That's right. At the lowest price I've ever done this for, saving over $300, you're getting to buy like a coin dealer. I want to do one more quick analysis. From 1960 to 1964, those were the last 5 years that the United States government made proof sets at the Philadelphia Mint. They started making them at the San Francisco Mint after that. By the way, you get Franklin $half in proof condition. All the dimes, the quarters, and the $half for those first 5 sets are silver. So the pricing on those, for instance, let's go ahead and do this. The $half, I'm going to run down the $half coin by coin. $60, $73, $58.50, $58.50, and $58.50. If you look at the quarters, which are all silver, $31.95, $29.50, $29.50, $29.50, and $31.50. And then if you look at the dimes, which are also silver in here, the dimes are going to be $19.75, $19.75, $19.75, and $120 a set, coin by coin. So those 5 are 600. So you take the first 5 and the last 2, you're over $1,000. As a matter of fact, if you add them all up, it is almost $3,200 coin by coin, and that's breaking them out of the things. Now on top of that, not only are you saving literally on an individually, if purchased separately, price of over $2,000, but you get them in the original government packaging. That actually adds to the value. You get all of the boxes. I have a small quantity of the boxes that you see down here. That's as hard to get as the sets themselves, because these are paper boxes, folks. How about a paper box from 1968?
That's
Check
cool.
that out. I mean, you know, we have to individually hand select that. It comes with it as well. You get every single one of them in the original government packaging. I want to do something real quick. So the most popular coin probably collected today is either the Lincoln cent or the Kennedy $half. Coin by coin, the Kennedy $half in this collection are more than $979.95. So if you just want to add these to your Kennedy collection and get another $2,200 coin by coin as an extra value, that's where you want to be. The Lincoln cents in this collection are almost $400. I want to get off the dollars for a minute, and I want to talk about the dollars for a minute. the silver dollars that are in this collection. The fact that the United States government made Eisenhower silver dollars, and this is every single proof set, clad proof set, with an Eisenhower silver dollar in the proof set. Those, by the way, average about $30 a coin. Remember, you pay $3 a coin for those. All of the Susan B. Anthony dollars are in there. Remember, you pay $3 a coin. You get the first 3 years of the presidential dollars. Those are also going to be at $3 a coin. We talk about the Sacagawea golden dollars. Remember, none of these coins are available except in these sets. That's why people break them up and destroy them. So if you look at the Sacagawea golden dollars starting in the year 2000, I mean, you're talking about 10, 13, 20, 20, 20, 10, 13, 20, 1795. Those are just, the Sacagawea golden dollars in here are hundreds of dollars. But you're going to get them all in the original government packaging. One last thing I want to do, talking about proof sets and so on and so forth. I'm going to grab this set right up here. So this is how they used to ship them to you, just like this, okay? This is what it was. They type your address in here and put a stamp on it. And then they'd do this. And then they send you this like this. So I opened this one up because I want to show you. This is what we're looking at when you see a 1960 proof Franklin half dollar. Look at that coin right there. That coin is 60 years old. It is solid silver. That's why that's a $70 coin that you pay $3 for. That's what every single coin in every single one of these packages is going to look like, because they're proof. They're made expressly and exclusively for collectors. One last point I want to make on this is when the United States government did these and they sent these out, they sent these little buck slips in here. Your U.S. proof coins have been carefully inspected with this. And it says right here, it's been carefully inspected before release. If there should appear what may seem to you, idiot collector, a defect or scratch on a coin, it is no doubt a crease in the polyethylene-coated cellophane in which they were encased. We tell you this to save us both unnecessary correspondence. We will accept no exchanges or returns or adjustments. That's customer service, friends, in 1960. That's not the way it is here. We obviously individually hand select every single set in here. If you have a problem, obviously it's a problem and we will take care of it. You get every single coin, every single one of them in the original government packaging, every single one of them just like they were released from the United States government, every single solitary one of them in the original government packaging, and every single solitary one of them for basically less than, not basically, exactly less than $20 per set. Like I said, the Kennedy half dollars alone, are worth more coin by coin than the feature price that we have on this. The absolute lowest price I've been able to do on this set in the decade that I have been selling this set, in the 10 years I've been selling this set, it is absolutely positively the lowest price I have ever been able to do. The problem with this is quantity, because here's what it comes down. Marla, you and I have sold this set many times before. We're old friends on this set. Here's what happens. It's a lot of stuff, right? It's a lot of coins. It's a lot of explaining. Okay, I get that. You have 30-day money-back guarantee. And here's what's happening, and it's happening right now. Everybody's starting to call in right now. It's not like I have 1,000 of these sets or 500 of these sets or 200 of these sets even. I probably have less than 100 of these sets currently remaining. So don't wait, because what happens is these almost always sell out. People jump in at the last, okay, now I get it. Now I get it. It's
especially
32.
If you've been eyeing this.
That's right.
And to see that discount? The
biggest discount we've ever done on this particular set. The fact that coin by coin, we are well over $3,000 coin by coin, and that does not count the fact that every single, that's individually. That does not count that it's in the original government package. I want to grab this particular set right here. Here's the 1995. If we get in close as it's possible, I got to flash it, packaged by the U.S. Mint. And there's the United States Mint seal that's on every single solitary one of these. Every penny, nickel, dime, quarter, half dollar, and dollar in proof clad sets made by the United States government for a half century is included in this set for less than $3 a coin. Like I said, coin dealers take this set and turn it into $3,000 on a coin-by-coin basis. This is your opportunity, like you said when we started this, to buy like a coin dealer.
Absolutely, so don't miss it. It's a chance that is only on on the table while supplies last, as we've mentioned. Really, really limited on this one. And working with you, we've never discounted this. So $300 is a significant savings, and the opportunity is yours. And I certainly hope that you take advantage of it and allow us to send this to you. You mentioned 30 days. We've been in business for 42 years. We're not going anywhere.
That's the great part right there.
Absolutely. I don't know if we have time. I think only the seconds remaining, but be sure to go onto our website because no time to show you, of course, those Cameo coins, but you don't want to miss that.
You don't want to miss that. Hey, hsn.com, we have literally hundreds and hundreds and hundreds and hundreds and hundreds of coins that we are never, ever going to show on the air because we don't have the quantity. There's just not enough of them. It is one of the great places to shop for coins in the entire universe out there. So buy your coins from hsn.com.
Well, thank you so much for being here and shopping with us tonight. Thank you, Mike. What a great show. Don't move a muscle. We're coming up next with our Bose Today special lowest price in the country.
Obsessed with your latest HSN find? See something special that a friend would adore? Share the love straight from your phone to Facebook. Use the newest feature on the HSN app to share all your fabulous finds with your friends and family. Simply pick an item, tap the arrow in the top right corner, then click the Facebook icon. In seconds, you're sharing all your fabulous HSN finds. Download the app and start sharing today.
The appraised values you see at HSN are set by independent, professionally certified appraisers. They determine, as closely as possible, the approximate retail cost of replacing or recreating the item, not the possible sell or purchase price. Because subjective estimates and judgments are involved, appraisals may vary by as much as 25%. Call your customer service rep for more information.
Well, thank you so very much for being here tonight at HSN. My name is Marlo Smith, and if you haven't had a chance to shop for